India we are doing with the Ayurveda particularly and other traditional systems of medicine. I have the habit to make a story first, then go for the presentation. So that's the same way I am doing here also. Ministry of Ayush is a ministry, probably only a ministry, if I am correct, only the ministry in the world who's taking care of the traditional system, what you call complementary system, what you call Ayurveda. I have been traveled across the world, more than approximately 20 countries. There are the departments, there are the institutions which are working, but not as dedicated as the India which is doing for the traditional system of medicine. I have a pause. Yesterday some expert was delivering about the complementary medicine and traditional medicine, Ayush medicine. To me, I don't talk Ayurveda as a traditional medicine. It is still viable. It is the oldest living healthcare delivery system which exists primarily in the subcontinent. So I see Ayurveda not as a traditional medicine, but a medicine, a system of the medicine which originated in across the India. To this small background, I go for the overview. If you see the ministry, this is the only historic point. You may or may not be interested, but just to bring the introductory part, earlier it was a department, then in 2014 it became the Ministry of the Ayush, which takes care of the development of not only the curricula, not only services, product, practices, and all delivery system related to Ayurveda, one of the oldest science, Unani, another science. These are the codified systems of the healthcare delivery system. This is the system Ayurveda, Unani, Yoga. Everybody knows India recognizes yoga, and you will be happy to know this 10th celebration of the yoga we did on this June. More than it was celebrated. It has the provision to regulate Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathic drugs, especially details on Ayurveda is available in Drug and Cosmetic Act. Every country has its own act how to regulate it. Similarly, the standards in services. They are the, say you are doing a Panchkarma at any level. Say you are doing yoga at a certain level. There must be some services standard what needs to be delivered. Not only, yes, survive is a different thing. Curriculum is a different thing. But what the service standard is required. So we have worked in Bureau of Indian Standards that is working in the country to make the standards of those services. So this is the way how we support the services. This is the various policy integration has been done. National population policy, they have advocated something for that. You see, national health policy, last one, I am jumping to the last, the national health policy, co-location and integration. The health talks about the integration and the co-location of the facilities of Ayush, particularly Ayurveda, which is available, integrating the conventional system of medicine with the Ayurveda system could give you better result. You will appreciate the strength of the Ayurveda. Yesterday I was delivering the miracles of the strength of the Ayurveda, where we have a better strength, where we can contribute when the conventional system or synthetic system or western system of medicine fails to deliver or suboptimal delivery is there. We are here to give you answer in the safest, easiest and a cost-effective manner. This is important. So national health policy says the whole facility, don't work in silos, don't work in isolation. Health policy says you go look at the facility, let the people come together on a different specialty and they work together for the benefit of the mankind and integrate the goodness of one system with another system. 3 years action agenda, already the 𝐀𝐲𝐮𝐫𝐳, the policy making body of the country, which talks about life advocacy, which stand how to integrate, how to co-locate. See, India is working very hard. India is working very cautiously to integrate, to co-locate, and giving the best of the systems to the healthcare civil society from other than the conventional systems. This significant milestone this country has achieved, creation of the ministry, We created International Day of Yoga. Everybody knows. Manila also celebrates the International Day of Yoga. It is a required introduction. We have made a PC agreement. I will come in later slide. We have made an agreement with WHO various platforms. We will discuss. And we have the national integration of the NAM scheme, flagship scheme. We have done a lot of good things. We achieved these milestones we have made in the country. Agreed again on the virtual platform is agreed. Where the various information, various activities have been made. You want to search what is the budget of the Ayush, you can search on the grid. What is the intake, outtake capacity? These are available. These are the significant milestones. It is all available. We have come, here to there. We have come in a regulation of the traditional food also. This is very important. Filipinos love food. We Indians also, we are very foodie, we love the food. And in COVID you have seen a lot of the people using the traditional food also. Like golden milk, many of you must have used some turmeric added the golden milk. That gives, country was using these golden milk. Many countries were using without the optimum standard, quality standards. The government of India has taken, and believe me, this is a true reality. If you travel across the world, you will find only few countries who have the regulation for the traditional food being used, being taken in the country. India has come up with Ayurveda AHA, that a particular category under the food category. This is unique category. What should be called Ayurveda AHA? What is its beauty? What is the benefit? Today, these initiatives have been taken. We have developed a dedicated 𝐈𝐴, that is a body which talks about the regulatory aspect, export and import, like exists. Similarly, we have done the yoga break. I think somebody must be yoga expert, would be demonstrating the yoga break. Earlier, yoga was taught to go to a calm place, go to some field, go to a temple area and do yoga for an hour, do for half an hour, do pranayama. Then we start taking a conscious effort, making yoga breaks. 5 minutes break. You are sitting here, I understand some expert will be there, they can demonstrate. If not, it is available. I can pay you later when you require. During the breaks, before you break, you can have a 5-minute yoga break. Sitting on the chairs, you can have some goodness of the yoga at that. The ministry has developed an initiative for bringing yoga at your office level. When you are work, you can do the yoga. Sandhi says, yesterday I was also talking, don't talk only goodness, don't talk without any scientific backup. National survey has also been done. You see, what it says? It says nearly 48% of the urban and 45% of the rural population for the regeneration. 50% of the population use the Ayush system or Ayurveda system of the medicine. This is a huge information made by the national survey, not by the Ayurveda people. It is an independent body. This survey is done by the government of India. This Ministry of Statistics was called. It talks how the Ayurveda is well taken in the country. This is the health policy I talked about, pluralism, integrating, liberalism. This is the initiative that we are talking about. Research ecosystem, already I talked. There is a huge research system in an Ayurveda system of medicine. More than 30 centers are available for the research, including the National Institute from where I belong. The institution are not only imparting the training, but also doing the research independently, collaborating manner, collaborating with the government issue, collaborating with the ministry, and also collaborating with the private partners. Gone are the days when the people were thinking that private players are only businessmen. The time has come to shake and to join hand with the private players. Let them come forward. Let them contribute for the system in terms of the corporate social responsibility, in terms of their own love to the system, and also in terms, to some extent, in terms of the money. So yes, we are doing a lot of such. My institution, we We have more than 10 private players working with us, working for the research, working developing their products, developing their trials, developing their animal studies for the Ayurveda product, plant-based product. So this is where we are working. These are the some guidelines from good clinical practices. I was fortunate, I contributed the last one, good clinical practices. I was got an opportunity to be one of the author of this book that is published by the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. It is all available. Google it, you can see the slides later. You can Google it and you can download these things. These would be an informative toolbox for you if the government, if the people of the Philippines to work on their own traditional system. This would be a guiding document. It may not be copied, but it should be taking a lead from there. This is a good work already done. It is good. We are living in a global world. There is no need to work on the same thing which is already being done. Many parts of the country, believe me, many of the world, they have many communities. Communities in terms of the healthcare system, communities in terms of services, and communities in terms of the product. So if say Withinia somnifera is a plant which is also used here, or it is yesterday I was talking to Harrier, my friend, they used it, Ligundi, something like that. The plant is the same. So we could search out those communities and we could work together for those things which are common, and the least would be taken from both ends. You are using for some other line, we are using for some other line. So this way this could guide you further. These are the patent. This is one very important question. I don't know how many people have gone through sitting here. Patents are very important in terms of the traditional system. A common belief in traditional system cannot be patented. It is not true. It is not true. This is knowledge is already available in domain, public domain. But there are, the ministry has come up with guidelines how to patent the practices, products, and this thing related to traditional system, particularly to Ayurveda. Yeah, these are the research initiatives we have come up with the research councils, EMR, PHI. I was talking to the father. I will come to the some schemes which could be beneficial to promoting the system in even in the Philippines also with the help of the government of India. You see, COVID, this was the century's biggest disaster right there. If you talk about the healthcare, India was fortunate to have strong support of the traditional system in addition to the vaccine development. We contributed a lot. At that time I was the director of the issue RAD, which I was showing. We distributed with all responsibility. I am saying we distributed a kind of decoction containing Ayurvedic herbs which are still available in the Philippines also, and we distributed all metro people who are working, and believe me, I can show you the data. There was the least or almost nil casualty. The people using 𝐈𝐴𝐲𝐿, that was a term of 𝐈𝐴𝐲𝐿, a kind of a decoction made for the herbal ingredient, 3 to 4 ingredients. That was, it contains the ginger, it contains the number of benefits going up in the skin. This I want to explain. Everybody say this is a very unique concept of Ayurveda. Temperament, we call it Prakriti. My temperament will be entirely different than the beautiful girls sitting in front of me. Both temperament differs, and the drug, coming to you, and the drug which may be effective for me, just listen carefully, the drug, particularly Ayurveda drug, which is effective for me, may not be effective for her. Based on the Prakriti temperament of the drug, the person, the action of the drug arises. The Chandra Prabhavati formulation used for the urinitis or diabetes, many other conditions, may not work with a person with a Kaphas Prakriti or some different. There are different temperaments. So that country under Minister, Pratap or others, we tried to map the population in terms of the Prakriti analysis. Dr. is sitting with me, probably he was also involved in also from the Kerala. We tried to more than rules of the population. This figure, Indian citizen under this country in 1 month, we tried to map to the population which temperament the person had. Still, grid are talking about this is the portal that talks about the mobility in the country. Why I am showing you, at least I would be more than happy if the 10% of the information people sitting here take back to their home, goes to their brain matter, it will suffice the purpose of coming from India. It will guide you. It is no purpose of sharing that we are doing a lot and we are a big brothers. No, not at all. It is a way how we can collaborate. It is a way how can show experience learning from our side. Definitely we have done a lot for the Ayurveda or traditional systems. Yeah, pharmacovigilance, we understand how the drugs in the world, nothing is 100% safe. You should never claim it is a synthetic medicine, all the medicine or something else is safe. There must be some vigilance, there will be some approach should be there where we can see that's all. These are the pharmacopoeia. This is very important slide for you people who are sitting here. Yes, the plants, the items which are common between both the countries, it could be taken leave. I have been fortunate enough. I was a part of this red book which the father was showing. I have also contributed in this book. This talks about the identity, purity and the strength of any product. These are one of the standards developed. Standardization product I have talked about. The Yoga Certification Board, this is now becoming an international body to certify the practitioners, to certify the experts of the yoga. This is very attractive. This I was talking about, we are one of the leading country in the world who has invented the traditional food with all quality and safety parameters. I am fortunate that NIA is a center for all these activities. Digital initiatives, things are changing. We are taking many digital initiatives, right from the production plan, capacity building. We have done teacher facilitating the drug district, the portal for the export, import and all those drugs, drug administration, all the digital initiatives have been taken. Digital initiatives, I will jump on this slide. Regulatory reforms have been done. Since we have to develop market size, see the interest of the people growing. See the large seed itself, how the sector is increasing from 1% to 5% we are projecting. This, I come to the globalization of my own topic. This was the purpose. Very quickly I will travel across what we are doing. I go to slide, I have something to offer. But I was discussing with Father with all politeness. We have developed as a Ministry of Ayush and ATAB, Ayurveda Technical Board, that is accreditation board. ATAB is a board under the Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapit National Academy of Ayurveda, controlled by the Government of India. We are certifying the short-term courses being run across the country. Some course say Filipino government is running some course, they are still a private organization. You are running some 5-day course, you are running some 1-month course. We certify the course. Even the people from contemporary science, they want to understand the language of Ayurveda. They even want to practice the Ayurveda in your own country. Then you have certain parameters, certain standards have been done, and that could be, if followed in true sense, with a very bare minimum requirement, because already you are the doctor. It could be naturopathy, it could be contemporary science, it could be homeopathy. Yes, you can be certified under the recognition of the Ministry of Ayush. This ATB work has been done very successfully, and we have accredited many institutions across, right from the Hungary, right from the US also. This is the scheme. This is the ministry has a scheme. I was also discussing this morning with some of my colleagues. Ministry has an international cooperation of the scheme, international cooperation of the Ayush scheme, IC scheme, which aims to support Ayush product, services, export academic collaboration, research and global awareness. To me, it looks like Philippines require the promotion of the traditional system which are close to Ayurveda. This scheme, I have 10 minutes, I'm very quick. So these are the streams. We have done, this thing is important. What we have done, we have so many partners across the world. This 𝐈2I institution is an institute to issue. Any institution working for the Ayurveda or traditional system, we can go. Academic chair is very important. What we are doing is support, all support of the government of India, financial support, sending an expert to your country. You have to give some local support just for the logistic support for the setting and all that. We are placing expert of Ayurveda in your country under this academic chair scheme. We are promoting, these two could be very important at this level. Ayush information cell. What we are doing, we are giving annual budget to any, you identify any institution, you identify any place where it could be a center for the information. All promotional materials, all activities related to Ayush could be gathered from here. We have more than 43 Ayush information centers across the world. We have academic chairs, 15 academic chairs, and more than 50 𝐈2I institutions. I was fortunate to have another body which represents the traditional system. I have been fortunate. We have an IA with this NIA with the sting. It had, and we have one sting. We conducted a tour there. We have exposure with it. We have the discussions on MOU, and we are very much in process to sending an expert to develop the traditional system. And I was got an opportunity a couple of years back, something like 2023. We had a huge delegation which visited Japan. We have taken the AI, artificial intelligence, with the support of WHO. We have taken a lead and we have taken a platform with the talking groups have been made how artificial intelligence could be well rolled in the traditional system of the medicine so that the knowledge reaches to the masses. We have done some collaboration. We have done some collaboration with WHO. We have made, like you can see the picture, that we launched mobile yoga program. We have the project PCA, project collaboration agreement with WHO, under which we have developed a certain training document where for the entire world we have made the donor agreement with WHO ICCI. We have not only worked for the practices but the healthcare initiatives also under the ambit with the help of the WHO. You can see Prime Minister shaking the hands with the WHO DG as Secretary also. Yeah, with the development of the standard, there is a technology, we have developed the inter-ICD model 11. The traditional systems have their own definition across the world. So we have made an international language for the model for the traditional system with the help of WHO. And we are proud to say, yes, ITRA, an institution under the Institute of National Importance, is working as a nodal center in yoga, as a nodal center under the WHO module. We have developed a benchmark training document for Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and it has been published through WHO or technical support from the Ministry of Ayush and experts. Similarly, if you see, we are also working on the development of international herbal pharmacopoeia. Ayurveda, we talk, Philippines talks its own Filipino traditional system, Chinese talk about traditional Chinese medicine. There are a lot of countries have their own traditional system. But the communities between the herbs, so we are in the process of developing international pharmacopoeia on the herbal agents and plants. We have public initiative, COVID, we have done a lot. So if you say, a very recent initiative taken by the Global Traditional Center of the Vaccine at Jamnagar 2022. This is an extension center of the WHO at the India Jamnagar, Gujarat, and which is taking care of all development related to Ayurveda and traditional systems. These are the few things. This is the picture which is coming, this issue is coming out with a financial outlay of more than 250 crores of rupees. This statement of DG WHO, the expression of Ayush giving weeks to various avenues of investment. Many large entrepreneurs, technical companies across the globe are increasingly getting attached. This is a testimonial for WHO DG for the all activities. We have total business, we have greater exports and all that. We are also part of many international platforms, right from the BRICS, right from the domestic. These are the international platforms working on the plants or the herbs. We are a part of that. And thank you, before you show me, thank you for your patience listening. I try to cover as much as possible, but I will say 2 or 3 takeaway message to you people from this platform. So I the purpose of coming all the way from India, especially from Jaipur. There are the ways you can collaborate. There are ways you can push to your local bodies, you can push to organizations which are in the development of traditional system. If interested Ayurveda also, we could move forward since we have done PITHAC and signed an agreement, 𝐈𝐴 agreement, NIA has done. NIA is open to do some more agreements if possible, if interested. Issue of academics, we can have issues. Even you can push your local bodies. You can establish information cells which are there. They give you what we are doing, what I explained all the way. So this could be few initiatives you can take forward and you can move further in this direction. You can ask for 𝐂𝐸 even university where I am sitting, it could request to place another chair. What another chair does, not only it supports your country in terms of the development of your system, especially the traditional or the herbal system or the Ayurveda system, it also supports the spread of the goodness of this system in your country with the financial support of the government of India. So these schemes could be good if in terms of international cooperation. You can see many of the pharmacopoeias are available. You can download from the net and you can further translate for development of your own pharmacopoeia. For the Philippines, just 2 or 3 or 4 initiatives which could be taken at this platform for the further development of your own Philippines traditional system for the better cause, for serving the masses which seeks the treatment, which seeks the healthcare delivery system through plants. This is all from my side. I usually talk a lot, but the last I usually want to conclude my deliberation with the word Robert Frost. I don't know how many people know. Robert Frost, 4 lines I think, 30 minutes more, he talks. There is a traveler who is going across the jungle area, across the wild area, and in the wild area, is a very beautiful. The forest is a very beautiful. He says, woods are lovely, dark and deep. You are traveling, the traveler is going all across. Woods are lovely, dark and deep. The environment is very good, dark and deep also. Yet I have promises to keep. He says, yes, the environment is very good, very attractive, very attention pulling, but I have these promises to keep and miles to go ahead. Before I say, no more, never more. For the traditional system, we require to go miles ahead. Still, India and to a certain extent, Filipinos, we are still have to travel miles before we stay, before we country. In this genome era, we need to travel a lot, we need to work hard for the development. Thank you for your conscious attention for all 1 hour. Thanks, sir.
Thank you once again, Dr. Anupam Srivastava. But please remain on stage because at this point, we'll be opening the floor for any questions for Dr. Anupam Srivastava. Just raise your hand. We have our first question over there.
Not just one, several. One is, what is the specific role of the Irish medicine development of the WHO benchmarks for both Ayurveda and yoga? Is that supposed to be something that should be applied to the different countries as well? That's number 1 question. Can you answer that question first? Okay, next.
Okay, one more questions. Should I one by one? What do you want? The benchmark document, Ayurveda, another PCA agreement with WHO, India has come up with published 3 documents, one Ayurveda, one Siddha, and one probably homeopathy. And this is a consultative process. Yoga at this juncture, I am not supposed to answer what developments has taken so far for development. Yes, we are working on those documents. What WHO works in an area, they conduct the various consultative processes across the country. They invite the experts from different fields. We talk about yoga, you talk about Ayurveda, and they contribute to those meetings. And time to time, then after the thorough consultative process, they come up with a document. So this is the process. I have to check what is status. Yes, it could be under the PC agreement. India has signed with WHO. Yeah.
And next one possibly would be, because I remember a few months ago, or last year, supposedly the Philippine Institute of Traditional American Healthcare, I'm not so sure if that is Dr. Inigo or the previous director, but supposedly there was some form of formal agreement between the Ayush Ministry, or is it the Indian Embassy in the Philippines related to Ayurveda training and practice? Would you know about this?
He's asking about ITA and then a contract with, okay.
Yeah. Next, we got it. PITA, the body which is taking care of the traditional, if I am correct, the traditional systems of the country. And we sign on behalf of government of Ayush. We are the institution, National Institute of Ayurveda, fully funded and fully controlled by the teaching institution research in the Ministry of Ayush. On behalf of Ministry of Ayush, we signed an MOU with PITA. Under that agreement, we are government works its own process. Sometimes we can get it from other side of the country, from India itself. Government takes its own time. So we have signed the MOU, and very shortly we have identified an expert from ICU itself. She will be coming with this PITA, and we are supporting technically as well as financially also for the development of a center for the traditional system, specifically for Ayurveda also, where we will be supporting with the instrument, technical support, all that with PITA. This agreement was signed around 2022-2023, and in 2023, if I am correct, in the month of June, probably, we came with a huge delegation, my Vice Chancellor, myself, and my junior colleagues also. We deliberated a lot. We have visited many facilities which are working in the Manila specifically on the field of the traditional medicine. So this agreement, if suppose government work in a coherence, which is most likely expected from them, if the MOU takes with a speedy manner, this will definitely give high speed initiative of the both of the institutions. I think I tried to satisfy you.
Almost. Now, most of the negotiations that we are doing is primarily with education institutions, with about non-government organizations, primarily in the field of primary healthcare, whether in the urban area or the rural area. That means we would have to go through PITA to be able to get funding and training, or can we directly have some form of negotiations with, for example, in the case of Father Jaipur, to be able to, let's say, give some training in communities, let's say poor and marginalized communities, let's say in Quezon City, in Mandaluyong, Pasig, or at least urban areas. And through possibly some groups also in different provinces. Would that have to go through PITA, or we can directly negotiate with you?
See, when I was showing my slides, there are three kinds of agreement would occur between Philippines and India. One is a country-to-country MOU, where ministries to ministry talk is there. Only ministries talk, and they talk in a wide, it is an umbrella MOU, under which various activities. Another is the eye-to-eye, issue-to-issue MOU, like we signed with PITA. Issue-to-issue MOU does not warrant suit, does not bind suit cases. We have an agreement with PITA. We can't enter in other institutions. Yes, institutions have credits also. Since we are the government institution, say NIA, or any other institution in the country or India, which is supported by the government country, it could be open subject to your local body, your organization in your city. Because I had to approach that issue. We are sitting far away from the Manila, definitely through somebody, local body, who knows you, if this issue is working, it is open, it doesn't matter. It's passion is done by other